What's going on, everyone? My name is Connor Curtis, bringing you guys another video here today. And this video, I've trained exactly like this man here, the professional footballer Romelu Lukaku, every single day for the entire week. And this is what happened. Now, if I have a style of one player, I would say it would be a little bit like Lukaku. Now, I'm not as explosive, I'm not as fast, obviously not as good as finisher, and then just about every other attribute of his just but worse. But the way I play, kind of turning defenders or shielding the ball and getting the rest of the players in the game, that's just kind of how I play and why I just love watching him so much. So this week I wanted to put it to the test and see what it's actually like to train like a professional and train that much every single day. So getting straight into it, these are the four most important things that I want. Finishing. He's got absolutely insane finish. Very clinical. You can see here his first 100 Premier League goals were all inside the box, a few outside the box, but very clinical. Going to be taking lots of shots over the next week, see how clinical we can get and see how much improvement we can get in that week. 2, we've got technique. Technique is something that you can never improve too much at. And then we're going to go to speed and explosiveness. Very important. His linear speed is absolutely insane. His ability to turn a defender and just drive forward is second to none. And then he's able to hold them off, which leads me on to the last thing I'm really looking forward to getting done, which is strength. Now, that's going to be all the gym work. I'll be in the gym 6 days a week. I think that mimics pretty well how Lukaku would work. He's, you can see he's very built, very strong, and not many defenders even get close to him. So they're the main things I'm focusing on to get better at. I'm also going to be following some other things that like Lukaku's known for. He likes doing mobility work just on his own. That's what he does outside of his training for Inter. He does a lot of mobility, stretching, foam rolling, things like that. And that's something I'm going to focus on as well because I know I'm going to be very sore throughout this week because my body's just not used to that kind of excess stimulus of training 7 days a week for multiple hours a day. I'll see how many hours we rack up. I'm very excited to see how much we can do. I don't want to go too hard, don't want to get injured, anything like that, but I'm going to push. So getting straight into day one. First thing is every single morning I'll be checking my heart rate variability. It's just like a number that gives me a good idea of my physiological response and stress in the body to what I'm currently doing. So just know that that's done every morning, as well as half an hour of either rolling or stretching, either or, whichever I'm feeling. If my calves are a little bit tight, I'll do that each day in the morning, as well as before I go to sleep. So that's a little bit thing there. But getting into the first day here, you can see we went straight into we went down to the pitch and started off with just some nice technique work, a little bit of passing against the wall, really focusing on that first touch. First touch, most important thing, especially as kind of a target man hold-up striker, something that you can never get good enough at. Especially this, I really like that passing because it is just awesome because it comes back different every single time, and that's something that you could only hope for. It's almost just as good as passing with a mate or something like that. Then went into a speed session after that. My speed session, really focusing on kind of a little bit more agility. I could have done some ladders or something like that, but I was feeling a lot more just kind of slalom sprints and was trying to really kind of focus on pushing off as hard as I can from that outside leg to then just explode and try get as much explosiveness as I can. I also did a few little just like 10-yard starts, little things like that. Then going into the gym session, we went straight into some deadlifts. That's really going to help with explosiveness, overall strength of my entire body, especially my legs, lower back, and just real explosiveness, which is, I'm really want to know how much Lukaku deadlifts. That would be very interesting to see. Then went into some easy pull-ups, nothing too new or groundbreaking here. Then I tried these. Lukaku's kind of known for doing these like TRX exercises, and for me, I've never done them before, and I'm not gonna do something that I didn't feel comfortable with. You can see comparing us here, I wasn't doing them correct, and I could feel that I wasn't doing them correct. So I went with something I'm a little bit more kind of used to, which is like a seated row like this, really focusing on just getting that contraction in the back and the shoulders, and your lats and your back. Then wanted to finish off with just some bicep work. So that was a back, legs, back and bis day for that session. A little bit of a lull in the afternoon, and then we went into some shooting. So you can see this drill here from Lukaku. he focuses on getting that touch in between the defender and the centre back and setting up for that cross keeper finish or open your body up and finish, going for that far post. And that's what I really wanted to focus on. You know, I wanted to do left, right foot, exactly the same. The next drill was juggle the ball, control it. Like if I had someone that could pass it to me feet, I would, but because I was by myself, control it. Quick little turn. My turns here, you can see, I don't think were quick enough. Not just quick enough. I was a little bit slow to shoot, so I think that's something I could really improve at. But little touch, turn, spin, shoot, both feet. Really trying to get that left foot better. I haven't got the same amount of control. Like power-wise, it's all right, but a lot more work to go with controlling them just a little bit better. And the last thing I did in this session was aiming just for rolling the ball and then kind of finesse shot, far post from outside of the area. I wasn't trying to belt it as hard as I can or anything like that, but I was just trying to get the technique perfect. And I was doing this both with my left foot and right foot. I probably did a lot more left foot than right, but really trying to get that kind of ingrained in me that to be able to just tuck it away around the keeper like that. So all up for day one, it ended up being about a 6.5 hour day, which, you know, that's a good effort. Usually I would not do that much, especially if I didn't have a team training that day. So it was good to get in a little bit more than usual, only by about 2 hours. You know, that's probably only 2 hours more than I would usually do, but I'm still happy with it and very impressed. So if you'll have a look here, you can see the total hours I spent this week doing the different things. You can see there was big emphasis on control and touch, which I truly believe is something that is really important for target man strikers. And then obviously gym workout. Also did I think it was a little bit of a core exercise in the day, but just really light, only like 15 minutes, something like that. So that's the added 15 minutes on the gym workout. But other than that, good day. And let's get into day number 2. So waking up today, you can see my heart rate variability was up a little bit, which was really nice to see because, you know, there wasn't that much more strenuous stuff than I usually do. So that was a nice little sign there. Up nice and early for the sunrise. And when I did my technique against the wall, really focusing on half volleys and passing as well just like a bit of juggling and control against the wall. Then we went into gym workout, and this was a chest, triceps, kind of legs workout, kind of all put together. You can see I was only benching like 80-85 kilos, but that was for reps, and my max would only be, is currently at 95, so yeah, Lukaku is stronger at 15 than I am now, so that's not a good sign. But we continued. We followed more of these workouts, you know, similar, trying to mimic kind of something that Lukaku would kind of do. This was focusing on chest and triceps, and then I went into the side room and really wanted to focus on that explosiveness. So box jumps, single leg box jumps, really focusing on contracting as quick as you can and just popping up as high as you can. And then for a little bit of more legs work, we went and did some sled pushes with not super high weight, but just really trying to pump those legs as hard as I can. I know that's something that Lukaku said here, that he does like sled work, different things like that, really to try to get that kind of oomph after I turn the defender. So that's what I was really looking forward to doing. Then went to my afternoon session, focused a little bit on some crossing. I think Lukaku is a good crosser of the ball. I think Lukaku, you know, he played a little bit on the wing every now and again, and he is pretty decent crosser, and that's something that I really want to get better at as well. So, and then we just went in and did the same drills I did before, really focusing on just kind of getting that right technique of whipping the ball in properly. Up next is my team training. I got this little clip from it, and it was what I would say would be the perfect almost striker drill. Now, I'm here, as you can see, that's me, and the idea of it was to be checking off your marker and just kind of laying someone the ball, or we would decide to turn and shoot. Now, it's a little bit unrealistic, it's a little bit slow, I know it's not professional or anything like that. Like, I would have loved a defender on me and to be able to battle with them a lot more, and this reminds me of, I think it was Carragher and Lukaku. I'm going to play the clip here.
Centre-back, if you get in this position, you don't think any centre-back...
No, if I hold you like this and I roll you like this, it's finished.
Let's get one in, turn me and finish. That's what you're about, isn't it? Come on. And I'm going to try and stop you.
That is something that happens in a game scenario all the time, every time I play. And I have a similar style that if I'm on that side, they can't get the ball. So I thought this was a great little drill that we got to do at training, and it was pretty catered towards me, I think. Now, getting to the end of day 2, it was a very big day. I think that was the biggest day of the week, and it took a toll on me for sure. It was 9.5 hours pretty much total. I did everything. You know, it's difficult doing kind of a little bit explosive work in the morning with then, you know, team training and extra normal training in the afternoon. Probably doesn't line up the best. I would probably have kind of switched things around if I could go back and do it, but it worked out enough. I don't think I was hindered at training at all, so it was good to see that. And you can see there for the total hours, like 9.5 hours, that's pretty big. It's a decent shift, I would say. It was a really good finishing session as well, and I was feeling not too bad. So getting into day 3 now, this was my designated recovery day. You can see here, I planned it out to recover pretty much the entire day because, you know, 16 hours of work in the 2 days prior is quite a lot for my body, especially not being used to it. You can see my HRV here and it significantly dropped, but this was my designated super easy recovery day. I did just like a little bit of ball work in the morning and then straight in for a swim. Went and did some, you know, all the different things, high knees, open the gate, leg swings, different things like that. And then did some faster sprints and then also swimming, all in the effort to just kind of get my legs moving, get the blood flowing, and hopefully kind of helping my muscles recover a little bit better. I still did do a gym workout though. This was more of like a stability based training session. This is something that I feel like I kind of have a little bit in common with Lukaku. Like my balance is not very good. I can easily admit that. And he's, according to FIFA at least, isn't also very good. But you can see he trains a lot on his balance, his core, and his just general stability. And these clips here kind of prove it. Like, it's difficult to control your body when you have that much weight up top. So that's why straight line speed is awesome, but side to side isn't as good. So being able to put this work into place, it helps him kind of be more agile and more stable in his sprinting or any time he's on the ball, and be able to hold off defenders even a little bit better as well. So that's what I was pretty much going for. And even though I'm speaking a little bit early here, this is something that I'm definitely going to continue doing after this, and I'm going to take from doing this for the last week, was the stability work. I feel like that'll really, really help me in the long run, and it's something that I'm kind of desperately need in my football at the moment. So that was day 3 review, nothing too crazy, just nice easy recovery day. I did also do an extra kind of just technique session in the afternoon, in the evening, because I was just kind of bored and just really wanted to do a little bit more at night time, just because I felt like I didn't do anything compared to the last 2 days, so I wanted to keep that going. But yeah, nothing too crazy. Let's get into day 4. So day 4, my HRV popped back up again. I felt like I was still a little bit of soreness in my legs, but I felt a lot better than the previous day. Straight in, a little bit of technique against the wall, same as every single day this week that I spent a lot of time against the wall. Then I just did the exact same back and bis and deadlifts kind of workout that I did on the Monday, very similar. And then just before training, I got to the pitch early, about 2.5 hours early, and I was just doing shots, and I was just focusing solely on that. Then after I finished my finishing, training started, and we did a lot of possession-based work. It was a pretty long session. We did lots of kind of more high-intensity stuff as well, a lot of running as well, which not the best, not the most exciting, but you know. But again, it was a huge day. You can see here, we clocked 8.5 hours again. Like, that is a crazy amount of time. Like 1 hour in recovering, an hour in the gym, and a good 6 hours actually doing proper training. You know, it helps when I did a lot of kind of ball work and things like that, which aren't super taxing on the body. It's just about getting better and training with the intent of getting better at the different types of technique. So overall, successful day. Let's get into day number 5. Day number 5 now, HRV, a little bit of a drop, quite a bit of stress on the body. It was a big day, 8.5 day before, so I would expect it. And especially with the previous few days, just probably getting a little bit taxy on my legs. And this was the first day I actually was starting to feel quite a bit of tightness in my legs. Again, super simple stuff. Focus on a little bit of passing. Focus on one touch against the wall, like keeping inside the foot, and then half volleys, inside volleys, laces, outside the foot, just all of it. Then my shooting session today was a little bit different, tried to mix it up a bit. I would have loved to have someone crossing me the ball, because most of Lukaku's goals are inside the box, and I just really wanted to have him a lot more kind of stimulus from crosses and things like that, little cutbacks, things like that. I went with a few free kicks. I was really just kind of here just trying to get nice strike on the ball, different things like that, and even finished off with a few nice free kicks. Nothing too insane, but just trying to get a nice little dip on them. So day in review, 7 hours. Today definitely didn't feel like 7 hours. It was a much more relaxed kind of solo training in the afternoon, just light shots, things like that. So it didn't feel that bad, and I don't think it was that taxing on the body as much as 7 hours sounds. So I feel like that was pretty good, and my legs were a little bit more tired after kind of the sled work and things like that. But overall, feeling pretty good and ready to just get in for my match that I have tomorrow. So today was game day, and I had actually 2 matches today. I got a goal and assist, 1 in each. You can see my goal here, nothing too crazy, but it was a nice left foot finish, so I'll take it. I just went in behind, cut the ball, passed it in. Simple as that, you know. Football's not a difficult game. It's always much easier to say that than do it, but nevertheless. Then the second, this part was the assist, and this I really like because this is, I would say, reminiscent of Lukaku, you know. I apologize for the potato quality, super bad, but you can see me here, pick up the ball, and I barrel one guy over, put the other one off balance, go in behind, put the cross in, makes its way back stick, and he just fires into an open net. So that was really awesome to see. Like I'm normally nice and aggressive, but now I've got a little bit more strength added to that, and that confidence that comes with it to actually push people off the ball easily. They just bounce off me almost. So that was very exciting to see. And yeah, after I finished that training, it was straight into the ice bath. So again, clocked another 6 hours today of nice work, 3 hours of match time. I didn't even get subbed in 2 full matches. So that is, I presume, going to be very taxing on the body, and I'm probably going to sleep for about 14 hours. So final day, this is where it all ends. Super tired. My HRV score, as you can see, it was the lowest of the entire week, which makes sense. I had 2 full games without getting subbed, so very understandable. But I'm still, I was pretty happy with how my body responded. Usually I'm not, and it was feeling all right. I know my legs were pretty sore, they're pretty taxed. I did my morning technique again, straight into that, and after that, I went to the gym, was feeling okay, and did just some stability work again. And then after that, straight in for a swim, nice and cold. And then I was just pretty much relaxed the rest of the day. I was working, and then I was feeling actually pretty good, like I could just go for a little bit of a jog. So I went for a super slow and steady. Like I was trying to go as slow as I could, keep my heart rate as low as I could, and running at like a 6.5 minute pace per kilometer, and I ended up going for like a 10k run, which sounds like a lot, but it wasn't very taxing at all. Just trying to get my legs moving, ready for my next week ahead. So you can see it was only like a 4-hour day here, but if we have a look at the total amount clocked for the week, we hit 47 hours, 50 minutes, and 59 seconds. Like, that is insane. I actually can't believe that much training. And not only that I was really taking care of my body, what I eat, my nutrition, my sleep, and my recovery. Because there's no point doing, oh wow, I trained 100 hours this week, but you know, you won't be able to move, high risk of injury, different things like that. I tried to keep them pretty level, keep them pretty level. And I just was very, very happy with how much I improved. One, just my confidence in my strength. I felt good. I feel like the stability work is something that any footballer should be doing. And I actually noticed nearly instant improvements, even though I only did it twice, just in, I don't even know how to explain it, just the confidence in challenges on the ball and things like that. The other thing was this was the last shooting session I did, and these were just rocketing in. Like, I could not believe it. I was really, really improved and impressed with how much I improved with both my left foot and my right foot from the finesse angle and the cross the body angle. So 2 most important finishes in a striker, and I felt like I improved to a certain degree all within just 1 week of training like a professional footballer. So like a lot of these things take a lot more than a week of effort. It's constant improvement over time that we really want to look for. So just pick 1 or 2 things, pick them up, introduce them slowly, gradually move up to doing them, and they'll just come progressively and you'll get better. And I really do have a lot of faith if you pick something up, start doing it day in, day out, that you will improve. And that's where I'm going to wrap the video up, I guess. It was a completely successful week. I'm super happy with it. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video, you pick something up from it. And I hope to see you guys in a following video. If you made it all the way to the end here, please just like leave a comment, let me know, because, you know, it helps push out the video to more and more people and will help me, you know, reach more people and help people improve and inspire others. So if you guys could do that, that'd be awesome. And if you guys want to check out the other content, check out the videos here. And without any further ado, that'll be all. Connor cut us out. Persistence is key as always, and catch you guys in the next video.